What's up, YouTubers? Shuck here. I got Dan King here, the Game Boy Geek. We're gonna talking about some stuff. I'm really curious about some of the newer things on your channel. Some of the things you got going for the 2016 next year upcoming stuff.
Yeah.
I guess I'll start off. One of the things I really enjoyed that you've done recently is the Allegro.
Oh yeah.
I really like being able to go look at a 2 or 3 minute video, figure out if I like it, and then go to the expanded view.
Yeah.
And so what kind of like brought you to go ahead and start doing that?
Oh, I'm glad to hear you like it.
I do. I really like that.
It's always good to hear feedback because a lot of people don't realize that even though it's only a 2-minute video, it still adds quite a bit of time to every game that I review. And because it's not just a regurgitated cut clips from my normal review, it's specifically thought about and specifically setting the game up and how can I capture the entire game's feel and what the game's about and what the main mechanisms are of the game in 1 minute, right?
Yeah.
Between what are we doing, what are the mechanisms, how do I win, what am I trying to do, why is it fun? To do that in a minute and then to be able to then talk about it in just a minute, it's hard to do. Like, it's really hard.
I'm sure.
So it takes a lot of time, but so I'm glad to hear that you like it. And my original thought was, yes, people's the time frames and people's attention spans are shorter and shorter. We're a microwave society. If it's longer than 140 characters, people aren't reading it. If it's longer than 2 minutes, people aren't doing it. I started shooting some video for my professional job as an engineer. I do a lot of technical marketing for the technical company I work for, and there had been a lot of research that had been done that said, as soon as your video goes longer than 2 minutes, it drops significantly. And they started showing like a lot of statistics as to how long a video was and how far the engagement was afterwards. And it just made me start to think then between that, saying, hey, maybe there is a market out there for people that want to. And I thought, you know what, it'd be really cool if I've got all these friends that are playing all these games and they come over to my house, they've never played games before, and they're like, wow, that one's so fun. Which one should I try next? Well, try like these, look up these 10, Well, yeah, that's gonna take them 100 minutes. Like if it's a 10-minute video, right? So I just thought it would be cool if I could send like 5 videos to people and say, hey, check these 5 games out and have it only take 10 minutes. And then at the end, you'll know, hey, can I click this? If I want to learn more, I can. If not, then good. I don't have to waste any more time. And I just thought that'd be a cool way. My original thought was, I hope people would watch the Allegro first if they weren't sure what it was, and then watch the other one if they wanted to. I'm not sure if that's happening. Sounds like that's the way you're using it.
It's kind of my go-to, and you do it really well. I mean, you cover all the bases. I can go look at a game that I'm curious about. I don't have to spend a lot of time. And like I said, I can just, if I like it, and I like the premise, then I can go look at the other one and look at the big details of the game and figure out if it's something that I want to purchase or play. Or, I mean, it's a really good idea. And then, unfortunately, we don't have a lot of those in our hobby. The people that do it, some of the YouTubers kind of ramble. They tend to ramble a lot,
right.
And when I just want to know what the base of the game is, the idea, I don't want to listen to the rambling.
Yeah. Well, the problem is because people are always in a rush because they want to get to the next video, the next game, right? They watch a normal length video, and then what they do is they scrub the video. They go forward, they go forward, they go forward. They listen a few seconds, they go forward, they listen a few seconds. All right, let me just cut to the final thoughts. 3 seconds in, let me cut to the middle. Let me cut to the end. And people are just on their own. They're dicing up content that was not originally intended to be cut up. It was originally intended to be a body of work, and people are on their own cutting that up, and it's not getting them what they want because it wasn't originally intended for that.
And admittedly, I have done that.
Oh, I do it too. I do it, and that's why I made the videos, because I do it too. I'm like, all right, you take bits and pieces. This isn't making sense. So I was like, well, if everyone's doing this, let's just put it so they don't have to do it. So that was sort of the idea behind it.
It's great, and I know one other YouTuber that does that. And he puts out quite a bit of content too, but you really do it efficiently. The other ones that I like are the gamer tests at Spouse Approved. I love that. I love those.
Oh man, I'm glad you do.
So my wife is not a gamer.
Yeah. So you're like me.
And trying to get things to the table can be difficult at times. Her favorite game probably is Ticket to Ride of the ones we own, so something along those lines.
Yeah.
Trying to introduce other newer games when I want to play them, can be difficult. And getting game groups together can be hard. So it's really nice to see it from another perspective.
Yeah.
I mean, again, it's just. I mean, when did you start introducing her to those kind of games? Like,
you know, it's so for those of you that don't know what we're talking about, there's a series on my YouTube channel called Gamer Tested Spouse Approved, because my wife did not really play games at all, and I would slowly introduce games to her. She hates learning new things, so one of the first games we played was Ticket to Ride, as you mentioned, and it was one of her favorites. She loved it, and Carcassonne, and she loves that. And every time I would get a game that I think she might be able to try, I would teach it to her, and she always hates learning new games, but after she plays it once or twice, she begins to really love them. And then after a while, I found out that she really actually did like games. She just needed to have the time and the patience of someone teaching it to her. And what I like to say is that everyone's a gamer, they just don't know it yet. Because most people, when you play some of these modern board games with them, their ears perk up, their brain explodes, and they go, this is awesome, right?
Yeah.
And so what I wanted to try to do is capture what happened with my wife, who now we have over 40 games on my shelves that she has quote-unquote improved that I can pull off at any time, and she'd be like, oh yeah, let's play it. And I just thought it was cool. So I wanted to take games that did two things. Number one, they help introduce games to people that don't yet know what these games are about. All they know is Monopoly, Clue. Take games that are new and fresh and different that they're not used to, that we think they'll like, but also games that gamers like. And so that's what Gamer Tested Spouse Approved was. So my wife Denise, we got her on camera, and I said, look, we're gonna do a 1-minute overview of the game, and then we're gonna interview as to why you like it from a non-gamer's perspective. And so it's just a quick interview. The videos are probably around 5 to 8 minutes long. And again, I give a 1-minute overview of how the game works, and then I interview my wife Denise for 3 to 5 minutes as to why she likes it. And so that's a newer thing. I think we've done about 12 of them. I haven't put one up for a couple of months now, and most of that is because of scheduling. I work a full-time job still. I'm trying to do this thing full-time, but I'm not quite there yet with the support and stuff. So I work a full-time job, and then I do this about 25 to 30 hours a week. And on top of that, my wife's a flight attendant. She flies around the country all week long, and our schedules are very crazy. Usually we try to shoot 4 of them at once on like a Sunday night, but with Gen Con, Origins leading into Gen Con, leading into this, leading into BGG Con, I've been playing catch up, trying to keep up with all the content, so I haven't been able to set aside the time when we've both been home to do more. Yeah. But I'm hoping to get back on that schedule, because there's plenty more that she would like me to shoot.
Oh yeah, we fully understand. All of us at the pub are dads and family members, and just getting together to play our unplayed games can be a chore.
Okay, how many games? All right, let's be honest. How many games do you have on your shelf of shame? Just like estimate. I'll share mine too. So.
Probably 5 to 10.
That's not bad. That's actually not that bad.
I don't buy a whole lot of games. I'm pretty picky about the ones that I get, and I want to play them like as soon as I get them. And so, but it's hard.
I've got about 13, I think, that I haven't played. Ones that I had traded for, older games that I had heard are good that I'm really interested in playing. But honestly, like I don't play much of anything that's not a review copy these days, because I'm just so busy trying to keep up. But what's the one game that's on your shelf of shame that like you feel the most guilty about not opening it?
Probably the Manhattan Project.
Oh, I love that game.
Yeah,
that made my top 10 of all time. Hey, by the time you get to it, so Manhattan Project, the Energy Empire is coming out right soon. So, but you should play it before that comes out, because from what I heard from our buddy Z and Sam over there, I heard it's even better. But Manhattan Project's amazing.
Yeah, the card game looked very streamlined. Yeah, I saw that one.
Oh yeah, the chain reaction.
Yeah.
That's the little card game, and then now they're coming out with it's a sequel to Manhattan Project.
It's I didn't even realize that.
So, yeah, so the card game's great. It's a quick 20-minute game that makes you feel like you're playing Manhattan Project, but it's over in 20 minutes. But they have a sequel to that, Manhattan Project Energy Empire. That's going to be coming out around Essen. Okay. And that's not even the same designer, but it's in the same world. It uses some of the same mechanisms. I heard it's streamlined it a lot, and it's still different. But I love Manhattan Project. I will tell you, you need to get that to the table.
We need to.
It is fun. But on your first time, I would not play with more than 3, because it can be very long. Okay. 3 is enough. It even works well with 2. But your first time, play it with 2 or 3 players. It'll take 90 minutes and you'll be done, and not like 2.5 hours or something. But yeah, anyway.
Good advice for those wanting to play. So last question, if you could be a board game component, any board game component, what would that be?
Sand timer. Because I'm always on the go, always tick, 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 always what's next, I'm just always doing a million things at once, and it makes me always think that like time is crunching, time's something you can't get any more of. Everyone has the same finite resource, and I'm always trying to use every second of my time efficiently, so I always have time in my brain. So whenever I'm doing something, I'm thinking of like the sand timer go through. So I'd be the sand timer.
Very nice. Very nice. Uh-oh.
All right. We thought that we have two electrical engineers here.
Oh gosh.
We have the pub's electrical engineer, and of course the Game Boy Geek. And what we decided was we were going to play an electrical engineer game called Complete the Circuit.
Oh gosh.
It's not really what it is. It's Rubik's Race
oh my gosh.
with engineers on either side, so it becomes a circuit racing game.
Okay.
Sean is terrible at this game.
Yes.
So if you don't know how to play, we're going to shake this up. It's going to give us 9 in the middle. Have you played this before?
I've not.
Okay, we're going to shake this up, and it gives you a pattern of 9, 3x3 grid. And what you need to do is make this 3x3 grid in the middle, match and oriented this way. So this orange one would be your one right here. When you get your pattern, you grab the lid here and you pop it down, and then he can't pop it down.
Do you guys have enough time on your card right now?
So I hope
you got a lot of memory left, because this is going to take a while.
All right, let me.
I'm horrible.
I love this game.
Oh my gosh.
All right, and if you want to shake that up, and y'all get started as soon as y'all see what that is.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
All right.
Oh, okay. Nope. Oh, I'm cheating. What? No, I'm not cheating. Nope.
Come on, Sean, represent.
No.
I've never played this before. I'm sticking with that for the experience.
I'm so bad at this game. I hate this game. Wait, what am I? I've lost my place.
No, that's supposed to be red. No. Hey, you didn't ask if I had to be colorblind to play this game. I'm not colorblind. I'm just completely stupid right now.
No, wait. Well, I can't go in the spot.
This is way harder than it looks.
I told you I'm horrible at this game.
This is like super hard.
Oh wait, where'd my red one go? Okay, here we go. Ha!
Oh, I almost had it. He got it. I was almost there. Oh man.
Yeah, you should see him at this. This is like,
good game.
I'm done.
Oh man, I was almost there. I think I had it.
Oh, thank you. That's probably the first time I've ever won.
Oh, great. Thanks. Boom.
Crazy. There you go. Well, thanks for letting me win this game that I'm horrible at.
Which just tells you how horrible I am at it. He's like, hey, I never won this before. I'm like, thanks.
Y'all go check out Dan's stuff at GameBoyGeek.com. And thanks for your time.
Thanks, man.
And
it's a pleasure.
Good to meet you.
Thanks for kicking my butt. Whoa! Put that in slow motion.